Hey everybody, I'm Mitch Stewart, the Director of Organizing for America. It's been about a year since OFA started up, and I wanted to take just a couple minutes to let you know what we've been up to. A year ago, we had an idea of what OFA could be, but we didn't know exactly how it would work. We knew it would be challenged because organizing around issues is vastly different than organizing around elections. But today, we've got staff in all 50 states. Our organizers are working hard with all of you to build support for the policies we fought so hard for during the election. Neighbor by neighbor, block by block, we're making change happen at the local level. In June, we launched our health reform campaign. Since then, more than 2.5 million people have taken action in support of reform, hosting events, talking to neighbors, writing letters to the editors, and making phone calls to members of Congress. We built incredible support for reform and kept the conversation going even when everyone else thought we couldn't get it done. When President Obama signs that final bill into law, it'll be the most significant piece of legislation since Social Security. About a year ago, we asked our volunteers and supporters to fill out a survey to figure out what we wanted our movement for change to look like. That process was a huge success. It's how we got our name, figured out what our organizational structure should look like, and it also defined our mission. Earlier this week, David Pluff sent an email asking folks to fill out a survey that will help us determine what OFA should take on in 2010 and what our role should be in the 2010 elections. We've had an incredible response so far, and we're already compiling your ideas and suggestions to structure a plan that will support President Obama and ensure your voices are heard. If you haven't already, let us know what you think. In addition, OFA staffers are meeting one-on-one with our volunteer leaders to get their feedback on 2009, and every state director is scheduling another round of strategy sessions for early this year. We'd love to hear from you. Drop us an email at the address on the screen to talk to an organizer. Last month, OFA organized more than 200 volunteer trainings across the country. I went to several of these events in Arizona where I got the chance to meet some of our most active supporters. Getting out in the field reminds me of why I got into this work in the first place. Our volunteers are awesome. They saw the need for change in their communities and chose to organize with us to make it happen. These folks had a real sense of ownership over their turf and took seriously their responsibility to determine the fate of their own communities. I know there are thousands of folks just like the people I met in Arizona, folks like you, out there doing the work, and that makes it all worth it. And no matter how challenging this work is, they are committed to getting it done. And we have so much to be proud of. President Obama inherited the worst economic crisis in a generation. When he took the oath of office, economists thought that we might be teetering on the edge of the Second Great Depression. That didn't happen. President Obama took the steps to stabilize our economy. He took the hard steps to put us on the road to recovery and rebuild a new, stronger foundation for long-term growth. Our victories in 2009 are due in no small part to your hard work. We'll face some tough challenges in 2010. We've got to finish up the fight on health insurance reform, and then we will have new battles on our hands to put more Americans back to work, create millions of jobs, fix our schools, and protect consumers from Wall Street. I can't wait to see what the new year brings, and I can't wait to work with you as our movement for change continues to grow. Thanks, everybody.